Also, sorry if we blow your eardrums this episode. I guess the place to start is maybe like a little AA meeting.
How are we feeling?
Like I'm Tay and I'm
initially started.
Okay, but even though I was never Team Jeremiah, I still can't forget that neck grab scene.
I feel like that was a defining moment in me and Natasha's friendship.
It's actually crazy.
We watched it a couple times.
4 or 5 times.
When Haley's comment came on,
It was like actually gagged.
yeah, I already know.
That was not okay.
We went like this.
I think like
I
left
started
my
levitating.
body.
I was like,
My soul detached from my
I was
body.
like this. Oh my God.
Never in my life wanted to punch my TV screen more when Jared's like, you know, she's my family, right?
Yes.
You get that?
I'm gonna
like,
take care of her
Jared,
now.
I'm literally
It was-
done with you.
no.
I'm actually done with you.
We're like 14-year-olds and like just casually learning a dance.
But they're
horrible.
not. She's getting married in 2 days and you're learning a dance routine.
Girl, grow up.
Figure out who you want to marry first.
There was a moment that I did adore Belly. Like I didn't hate her like this.
I'll be on a stretcher.
Let me pose this thought. If you've been dating someone for 4 years and then you break off your engagement and you go be with their brother, is there a relationship with the brothers anymore? That's bonkers.
Do you want to hear something crazy? Hello, Lemon Drops. Welcome back to another episode of The Squeeze. This one is a very special one, or it might just be special for the 4 of us. I don't know. But we are going to be discussing the highly acclaimed #1 top show on Prime, our favorite show, and probably yours at home as well, The Summer I Turned Pretty. I have my 3 experts with me today. AKA my friends that we just scream at the TV with together. I have Keaton over here. And then we have Natasha, who you guys have seen before, and Miss Sheila. We are going to be getting into it today with all of the things that are Summer I Turned Pretty. Start to end, everything in between.
We're ready.
We're also going to go over some like relationships questions. A lot of you sent in like advice for relationships. So if you haven't watched The Summer I Turned Pretty, just stick around because there's some good stuff for you at the end. Okay, hi guys.
I'm so excited.
Same.
Get comfy. Okay, also, sorry if we blow your eardrums this episode. We're going to keep it together. I think probably a good place, where do we want to start? Probably, I guess the place to start is maybe like a little AA meeting. Like,
How are we feeling?
like I'm Tay and I'm
initially started.
I was gonna say maybe at the beginning.
Yes.
Yeah. Natasha has some things she wants to air out.
Yeah.
So
Please
let's
go
let her
ahead.
air them
No,
out.
that's going to be aired out like later.
Okay, then I guess a good place to start is, I mean, you guys have seen my content. We've been watching the show together for a very long time. So this is special that we all get to talk about it because we haven't all been together this season. My bad. I've been a little busy and haven't been around. So we have been texting and sending all of the content in all of our group chats across all of the social medias. And we're just like ready to, I think, to like dive into it.
Yeah.
Where do we want to start? I think maybe like a fun moment. No, I think I want to get into the team thing.
Start
yeah.
with teams. Start with teams.
Let's start with where are we all at?
Yeah.
Where were we?
Where
How did we get here?
Yes.
How has the journey been?
Yeah.
Yes. Let's start with our teams because our ladies in
You can
the red and
guess.
pink, you can guess from the red what team Kiki is.
Yeah.
They were the OG Conrads.
That's our man.
Yeah. I've been obsessed with Conrad since season 1.
Since the moment he set
Like-
foot onto the scene, into the screen, that was our man.
Like with the glasses, like I've been into it. Like that's just what had to happen.
Mr. Brooding, misunderstood. I got him from the start. We got him from the start.
Yeah, I think I'm just naturally a sucker for like a moody, like not he's misunderstood a little bit. Like I'm just a sucker for that, and I love it. So
I agree.
yeah, Yeah, now.
To be fair, I liked Conrad in season 1, but season 2, he really gave me no choice. And I had to switch to Team Jeremiah because at the time I felt like he was the best option for Belly. And now I think neither of them are because she's psychotic. But I am back on Team Conrad if I had to pick. I'm just solely Team Conrad. I'm not Team Conrad, Belly, and Conrad. Wait, what did I say?
You just love Conrad. You're just Team Conrad.
Yeah, she's team nobody else.
Wait,
She's
what did I
just
say?
Team Conrad.
The car.
She literally blacked out, actually.
I'm not Team Conrad and Belly. I'm just Team Conrad.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
You're
yeah,
team like
Your team Conrad
Belly,
go back
leave.
to college.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. This season I definitely switched. I feel like same as you towards like last season. The switch was happening, but I kind of talked about this last episode and like with you guys a little bit because like in words of like Twilight, I was like Team Edward, and so I was a little surprised I wasn't Team Edward. But I feel like you can't equate Team Jacob to Jer because Jacob doesn't like cheat and all of this stuff.
I
and
agree.
Isn't, like,
Yeah.
a moody.
Yeah, they're very different. I also feel like last season, like the first season, we just got to know Conrad so well. And I'm like the type of person, like if I become obsessed with someone in the beginning, like I can't like,
Yeah.
No,
I
it's
can't
so
move past
true.
that,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
I just can't. And I think that that's maybe sometimes why people do the comparisons too, is because like that's how it is in the movies.
Yeah.
So
I know.
I feel like people are like, oh, that was the initial one. And they move. And then it's like,
I know. I need to like reread the last book because I just feel like they have not made Jeremiah likable at all this
But
season.
that's my point is I feel like last season, not that they ever made Conrad as unlikable as they're making Jared this season, but I do think that he was not the kindest. So it's like you want to root for someone that's nice to Belly, you
Yeah.
know? And I think that's why a lot of people were like, no, we are Team Jeremiah, or it is so split.
Yeah.
And now this season, like I don't know one person that is rooting for him.
Yeah.
He's just so unlikable.
It reminds me a little bit of, not to steer us off topic, but when we read the book, It Ends With Us, and then watched the movie, it was easy to root for like Ryle, for example, like in the book. But then in the movie, you're like, but why would I spend time like rooting for him? And I feel like that's a similar situation where I feel like if I read the books, I would probably like Jeremiah more.
Yeah.
And just watching the show alone and having no context to the books, I'm like, no, that is not my man.
yeah, I think you just lose some of the context in shows and like movies like that. So that's kind of what's happened with Jared. And we had a time jump. So it's like we saw Belly and Conrad like when they were little. And like we've gotten so many flashbacks this season of them two that are literally like feeding me. And I'm like, we don't get those moments with Jer and Belly like when they were younger. So of course it's not giving us the same feelings because it's like we don't even see them like developing anything. And then their entire history dating, we didn't see. We skipped to the part when he cheated. Like
truly, that's so true.
You know?
we did miss like years of their
Cheated, then got engaged immediately after, like within an episode.
Oh yeah.
I didn't say a word when that happened. I was literally just like staring at my TV, just like annoyed.
I could not comprehend. We watched that together, and I genuinely was like, "What is going on?"
Stay over there.
Watching with Sheila is like honestly the funniest thing. Keaton, you know what I'm talking about? She makes like the it will not even be like relating to the plot, but like some of the commentary that she makes is just honestly so funny. Like I just remember, like I remember that more than half the things I'm like screaming at the TV about, like Conrad and Belly kissing or whatever. Like the Sheila commentary actually kills me, but
It's pretty good stuff. I actually think I black out while I watch. Like it is my internal monologue just becomes external. It's pretty bizarre.
Yeah. But watching with a group of people is the best.
so
But it was
fun.
really fun last season because we were divided.
Yeah,
So
I
it was
know.
like interesting because even that scene in last season where it's like Conrad, he's at the vending machine, we're sobbing and they're like,
yeah, that's so true.
No,
And I'm like,
excuse me. Okay, but I
in
will
turmoil.
say, even though I was never Team Jeremiah, I still can't forget that neck grab scene for some reason.
No, that's what I'm saying.
No, like that definitely. I feel
Like, there was a defining moment in me and Natasha's
friendship.
the neck grab?
Yes,
Literally. Natasha talks about it to this day.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
Crazy. It's actually crazy.
We watched it a couple times.
I think they replayed it like 4 or 5 times, and Keaton and I were literally there
like
bashing our
holding
heads
on
into the
to
wall.
each other, like in shock at what we're seeing.
I have to rewatch that.
I know that reaction video.
The reaction video.
No.
It's so good.
Tay, I had a friend who had never seen The Summer I Turned Pretty, and she came over to watch the episode. And Natasha's like, we're like filling her in. I'm like, okay, so it's 2 brothers. I'm giving her the whole storyline. And Natasha's like, and there's this neck grab scene, and I'll show it to you. And I'm like, the way that's literally not relevant.
Printed in my brain.
That's not relevant.
She hears Summer I Turned Pretty. It's literally just this.
No, literally, hello.
Like she's gonna be in a
That's the
retirement
poster
home when
in my
she's
head,
older.
is
She's
the
gonna
neck
be
grab. So
Crying.
aggressive. I can't.
Well, now we know now we're all on the same page. So it's fine.
Yeah, we are.
I feel like really after episode 5, I was like, well, I was really like, I knew I was Team Conrad now. Like after like hearing him, I was really. I think I was
also,
hooked.
I think there's so many, not new characters, but there's just so many new relationships and other things to comment on that half the time, for me, it's like not even about Jer or Conrad. I'm like thinking about Taylor or Steven or the parents, like stuff like that my focus goes to different places. So
Yeah, I know. I feel like that's maybe why there was like a lot of like, not backlash, but why people were like upset the first like few episodes, because this was the first season where there really is like so many other storylines that are like actually evolving and characters are like changing and growing. Because I feel like.
which I enjoy more because it's less Jer on the screen.
Yeah, anything that can save us. Some
Anything to get that man's off.
I know. I wish that Natasha breaks my microphone. So sorry. I just wish they would have written him a little better this season.
I think it's well, you can cut this. I think it's bad writing that they didn't, because because in the show, like, you should be able to write it where like you do still have the back and forth between people, but nobody likes him. So I'm like, it's not fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To not like have a little bit of back and forth.
Yeah, that's I think the biggest thing that I think it is. It's just I wish they would have just written him a little better in the moments, because like then you're still like no one's wanting them together.
Or here's the thing, you're rooting for her love, you're not rooting for Conrad because like Jeremiah is this awful person, because that's like up until this point they both have been great options, like they're different in their own ways, and you're like, oh, I would really love to see her with him or vice versa, but now it's like nobody likes this character. That's like the main reason that all these people are switching over. Or not the main reason, but a big reason. If you were Team Jeremiah, then now you're like, okay, what is this
I'm
man's
also
doing?
like really impressed with Gavin's acting, because I do not associate him with Jeremiah, and my hatred for Jeremiah is like, this is actually really good acting, because I don't feel like they're anything alike per se. But then I cannot stand, like I actually cannot stand Jeremiah's character one bit, to the point where I'm like, when does this turn? Because like, I don't know, okay, if she does end up with Conrad, I don't really know where, like, the audience is still pissed. I'm
struggling. I think the reason I'm like struggling, or why it's so stressful, is because to me, whenever I've watched other like shows where it's like a triangle type situation, there is always that like, from the like girl specifically, I'm lacking like Belly being interested back in Conrad. Like the whole season, I feel like I'm not like, she is because you know her, but you don't know she is from like what she's saying in her inner monologue or how she's acting. Like you are like, oh, I know for a fact she would rather be with Conrad, but nothing she has said or done has indicated that up until the last episode, when she like, the bathtub scene. That was the first indication. And even then it's like right after that, it's like, oh, Jared's home, I'm gonna go sit on his lap and make out with him. Like, no, like I need some like tension of her really pulling back from Jared. And that's what I'm lacking. That's like what's bothering me. I'm like, if you have these feelings, which like we know she does, why are you still like this, I don't know, like this close with Jer? I feel like there needs to have been like more of a gradual detachment.
You just slept with Jer And then you literally go and you're having flashbacks of Conrad.
Yeah. Having a whole panic attack in the mirror.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
But also it's like, is the moment where she's hesitant to kiss him or she says she's like, gotta go get ready, is that her pulling back from
Yes,
Jer?
but I'm saying that should have been happening, honestly, earlier in the season. I just
agree.
wish, like, even with like all of the like the peach scene and all of that, I wish she would have like
I wonder if
given
we're
a little
gonna get
bit more.
I wonder if we're gonna get a Belly dialogue flashback.
I
to
need that.
moment.
I need it bad.
I need that.
Yeah.
Like, because all of the scenes that we had in the most recent episode 7, the "we can't be friends" montage, I was
I can't
literally
even
was
talk about
crying
it.
because I was just like, this is what I've been waiting for. Like, I want to see her being like, oh my God, like, what have I done? And this is like the first time we saw that. And I was eating it up. Like, I was like, yes, like, literally come back to yourself. And then she like ruined my life, but whatever. But like, that's what I've been waiting
When
for.
she says, like, the only thing I ever pictured was Conrad when it comes to her wedding, I'm like, girl, is that not enough to be like, hey, let's call this off?
Hey, let's take this pebble off your finger and
Yes.
let's move on.
Yes. Exactly.
Bye-bye.
That's good.
You know how every home has that one spot that you think about throughout the day? The place that allows you to finally just exhale when you get home? Well, for me, that's my bed, especially when my bed has Cozy Earth's bamboo sheets. They're made with viscose from bamboo, and they naturally wick away heat and moisture from your body, helping you sleep several degrees cooler. I am a cozy girl. I love to be snuggled up, and I have been using Cozy Earth's bamboo sheets for years. I love that they're temperature regulating because sleeping in a hot bed, you don't get good sleep when your bed is hot. So having a comfortable night's sleep is truly so important. Not only that, I think these bamboo sheets are some of the coziest things ever, like literally the coziest sheets. They are so comfortable, and I look forward to getting into bed every single night. Honestly, even naps. I love a little 15-30 minute nap to just kind of give myself that little afternoon bump, and climbing into bed and getting cozy and having that little mental reset is so nice. Cozy Earth offers a risk-free purchase. They offer 100-night sleep trial. You can try out these sheets, and if you don't love them, you can return them hassle-free. But trust me, you will not want to. They also offer a 10-year warranty because once you feel this level of comfort, you'll want it to last a decade. You can head to cozyearth.com and use my code SQUEEZE for 40% off. And if you get a post-purchase survey, make sure to let them know that you heard about Cozy Earth right here, because your bed should be more than a place to sleep. It should be your happy place. Cozy Earth makes that possible.
Okay, let's get into some of our favorites and least favorites. I think favorite moment so far from this season. I think I'll just go on the note that we were talking about.
I need to pull my notes up.
we have
My
notes.
favorite moment is literally, I don't know what scene this was, but there was a bald man lifting weights.
Sheila, I'm sorry.
Natasha, why? Why?
There was a bald man lifting weights, and he literally was just bald, but Sheila's like, get that. She's like, that old man's gotta get out of here. He was not old. He literally was just bald.
Wait, are you talking about when Laura was at the conference? Yeah, and they were in the gym.
And he's lifting weights in the background. How do you remember that? Because
That's the commentary that like sticks with me. It's so funny.
no, he was
so
old
random.
and bold.
I
He's
forgot
so
about
random.
that. But now that you're saying that, he was really
It
random.
really stuck with me for a moment.
Natasha's like, the bald man, neck grab. Like, love the neck grab. Like, that's not this season.
Wait, are we talking about from this season?
Yeah, I'm gonna say
Okay.
favorite moment from the season.
Okay.
Mine is the flashback, I think. I mean, I feel like I also liked the bathtub thing, but I was not anticipating the flashback popping up, and she like starts dancing, and that like flashed, and I literally like audibly gasped. Like I was like,
Wait, can I also say something? Isn't it so weird when I watch the flashback? They look so different, but in my head, like they've looked the same the whole time. Like Conrad looks so
They look
young.
so
His
young.
hair was so
Yeah.
different, even though it was like kind of the same. But in my head, he's always like in season 3. I'm like, that's how he's looked the whole time. But then when you go back and
it's a
see what it was in
flashback.
season 1, you're like, whoa, they looked so different.
Yeah.
Anyways, something I noticed.
yeah, I think that whole with the music and
Yeah.
like everything was way too much for me.
No, mine was definitely Conrad finally being vulnerable and saying how he feels to Belly. And then I wish I could just stop it there and the episode ends because Belly opens her mouth and then it all goes downhill for me. But up until like right when he gets up and he finally acknowledges like, why are you defending him? And he speaks up for once. I'm like, look at all that therapy paying off. Look at that.
Look at the therapy.
I think all of my moments are all of the flashbacks as kids, like the flashback with the bike, like all of these moments that like we never got to see with Conrad and Belly when they were younger, which have kind of like made her who she is. Like when he was like, meet me here. And then she went and did like, you know, all of the little moments, like those to me are like so sweet. And I don't know why I like I just love those.
Yeah.
Just adds to the lore, I think.
It's sweet and it really does remind you that he has looked out for her from the beginning. And that's why rewatching season 1 has been so frustrating to me when Jer is like, oh, I finally see her in this different light. And I'm like, but Conrad's always seen her.
Yeah.
He's always. And when he says, it's always, it's been always. And I'm like,
No, when he points to his heart, you guys,
no.
When he said in here, yes. I said, I'm literally gonna faint. Like I almost fainted, you guys. I literally sick to my stomach. I literally almost died. Yeah, I'm not okay. I'm actually still thinking about it.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna start blushing.
I'm gonna be sick. Yeah, my that wasn't okay. Mine are definitely the kids' moments. I just like that. I love the lore.
I know.
I love the little, give me little crumbs.
Yeah. That's good. Do you have anything else to add for that question?
No, I like all those. I think my favorite part, the one that I was like actually gagged, was when he goes to hug her and then you hear his like, what have I done?
Yes.
That actually is like imprinted in my brain. Like I hear it ringing. And the song behind like Haley's Comet, you already know.
Yeah, I already know. I literally was gonna make you guys count down when we talk about our favorite song because when Haley's Comet came on,
No, that was not okay.
We went like this.
I think I
I
left
started
my
levitating.
body.
I was like,
My soul detached from my
I was
body.
like this. Oh my god, I'm gonna crash out. So yeah,
No, that was crazy. Yeah.
yeah.
The use of song. We'll get into. I mean, okay. Let's just get into it. Favorite song so far.
Mine is Haley's Comet.
Yeah, mine is Haley's Comet for sure.
Can we go back to season 1? Because I still can't forget the first moment that I actually was like, no, I'm obsessed with him was, I have it in my notes. It's the Taylor Swift one when he stands up at the Deb ball and he walks over and it's, that's the way I loved you.
Yes, I listened to that on the way here.
I mean, genuinely, I think I rewatched that episode like 6 times because of that one moment. And I that is like my favorite moment in the entire show, I think.
I think that's what makes the show like, that's just like another layer of why we love it so much is because I feel like it, well, also obviously like the Taylor Swift aspect of it all, like it just flows so nicely, but all of the songs, like
All the songs are so
it just like
unbelievable.
tells the story like so well. And I've been like loving the use of like the songs over again has been like really crazy for me. And like playing the side by sides of like when they first played to like
It's also
now.
because it's meaningful. Like it's not just like a sound, like it's very intentional. It's very meaningful. And I love when shows do that. Like when I heard Haley's Comet, I wasn't like, oh my gosh, it's just like a sad song. It's like, no, I know this song.
Yeah.
I know these lyrics. Like this is this exact moment. Yeah. And it like makes sense.
And it's not even just matching the mood of the scene. It's like the lyrics also match. Like everything is so intentional and genius. Like I just love it.
I like still think about, I don't know what song was playing, but when Conrad leaves the crossword puzzle and the only word was still, and I'm like, that is brilliant. Yeah. What a touch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything. I mean, all of the music is amazing. I loved You're Losing Me.
I think mine would be Lommel because I love that song so much.
Oh, when that came on, I was like, are they trying to kill me?
Yeah.
Are they trying to murder me?
I also love False God.
False
but
God.
like I also like that the bathtub scene with that song gave the song like a different like it made me look at the song so differently.
I agree because I've never listened to it in that light where it's more of like a yearning.
Yeah.
I've always listened to it, I don't know, just in a different way.
Yeah. I feel like that scene, it made it like more of like an intimate song. Mm-hmm. And before I don't know what, I just like would sing it and it's Lover. So it's like, you know,
Yeah.
just like happy in love. But that was like I like really like felt like it was really between like two people.
False God is the one that really like solidified the parallels between.
Yeah.
Once we get into it, the entire research project I did last night.
Yeah.
Let's get into it. Parallels. There's a lot of parallels. Like literally so many. My entire TikTok page is literally just parallels. What do you guys think are like some of your like biggest ones?
I mean, you can go.
I think Noah Calhoun and Conrad Fisher
Yes.
are like, it's the biggest parallel from the Notebook, which like I kind of hate because I just think Belly doesn't deserve that. But I think that is the biggest parallel, like him fixing up the house and even the scene with them like at the dining room table and talking about life. And then, you know, she's obviously engaged and just little things like that, like his yearning for her and like always doing these things for her, but she's with someone else.
Yeah.
It's such a good one.
I love like this. I love parallels because I love when like a writer or like any type of movie gives you like the smallest crumb. Like it'll be a very small parallel, but it makes sense. Like I loved the conversation that she had with Jared in the last episode where she was like, oh, we'll meet at the pool. And, or he said, we'll meet at the pool. And she said, we'll meet at the beach. And it's like, that parallel is so significant. Like it's so small, but it is significant because it's like Belly is the beach. Like that, like her and Conrad are always on the beach. Like that's where their scenes take place. Yeah. And Jer like not really understanding her, or I honestly think just like really even knowing
isn't, like,
her.
where the first little spark of their like kindling, because wasn't the like
Did it happen at the pool?
Yes.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. So it's like for him to pick the pool and her to pick the beach, it's like that's such a small little thing, but like I loved that because I'm like the second she said beach, I was like, oh, like I know Conrad's going to be there because it's like I know that from previous seasons, and I love when like writers and like people do that because it just gives you that added like little thing. I thought that was so cool.
And when she said like when she was in the bathroom with Taylor and she was like, I've only ever pictured Conrad. And then later on, Conrad's like, it should be like what you pictured. Like he used the word pictured, and it's like, you're seeing that literally that moment.
No, I'm still stuck on this like parallel between Apollo and Hermes, which I don't know if you guys had a chance to like dive into any of that. But then once you get into understanding the Greek mythology of it all, it's like, Apollo is the sun, and in season 1 when Laurel is like to Belly, Conrad is the sun, and when the sun comes out all the stars go away. I'm like, this is too much. And then Susanna like paints Jeremiah as a Greek god, and I think it's like crazy when you actually go back and look at all of these little moments. And Hermes, I believe, I don't know it super well, but he's associated with like trickery and like stealing and things like that, which I'm like, it's interesting that he's kind of taking his brother's girl a little bit. And then it's like all this back and forth. It's just a fascinating parallel if Jenny Han actually did that on purpose.
I know, and sometimes I don't know if people do that intentionally, but I love it. And I was also listening to This Love on the way here because that's been my go-to. I will not stop listening to This Love and just like literally picturing like them in Paris, like frolicking, like This Love came back. But in the song, it says like, when you touch me, I turn golden or whatever. And I'm like, that, like that's literally them. Like that is them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And with like the sun. Well, this is what I'm curious about, because it's always like they always have the golden sun on them during like their moments. I will say in the trailer, there's a moment, it's like Belly's parents stand up and it's Belly like turning the corner to like at the rehearsal or something, and she's lit golden. So I'm like, is this like a dream that she's having? That
I think it's a dream
because she's lit like that. So I'm like, are we?
Maybe I'm wrong. I feel like it's a dream.
Yeah. I mean, we can get into that too. We want to predict, but like, I don't think anyone's getting married. I don't think anyone's getting married unless it's Laurel. I told Sheila my theory. I think it's Laurel. Yeah. I think they're getting remarried. I think they're getting remarried, and like someone has to do it. Like they've already paid for this. Like hello.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm thinking. Like maybe it's Laurel, and she was like so anti the wedding, and then she's like, yes, it's me. Like I could see that happening. But I don't think any of them are getting married.
Yeah.
If it's Kaylee and the dad, I will put my foot through the screen.
No chance.
I will put my foot through the screen.
I wouldn't let that happen. Jenny Han would hear from me today. I don't know if I can say that.
It's just a joke. The lawyers actually reach out.
It's a joke. Jenny. No, Jenny knows. Jenny knows.
Oh, wait,
the lore.
also, last thing. Did you notice in the last episode when she knocked on the wall and he didn't knock back? I was like,
what season is
this
it? This
is everything. It's last season. Yeah, season 2. It shows the scenes when they're like knocking back to each other.
So many things,
and the way he didn't answer.
Also, this is what makes me think that they really do end up together, even just more so than like what the book says. Because in the book, I think it's Taylor tells Belly that it was like her that got her mom to go. In the show, she says no, and she finds out in the moment it was Conrad. She doesn't find that out until later. In the book, there's that moment. There was I think in the book she goes to bed with Jer. When she comes back, she gets into bed with him after the whole Conrad thing. And in the show,
I didn't
she goes
know that.
to her room.
Yeah, I like that. Give us some distance.
Yes.
Give me some distance. You already done slept with the man. I don't know what the hell is going on.
I know. I really feel like this last episode, we got to see a lot of like, even like things with Jer. Like Jer was being so passive aggressive with like the things he was saying, but you could start to see like him, like the way he would like look back, but like also you see Belly, like you see everyone's like inner conflict really well. I feel like this episode because everyone's finally like together. Go ahead.
I have literally never in my life wanted to punch my TV screen more when Jer's like, you know, she's my family, right?
Yes.
You get that?
I'm
like,
gonna take care of her now.
I'm literally done with you.
No.
I'm actually done with you. I'm sick.
No,
Natasha, you
I
don't
had
have
to
rage.
pause. No, I literally was in bed. I sat up and I'm like, no.
I honestly was just very confused. Like I was just like, what are we doing? I actually wrote that for cringiest moments
Me
because
too.
I literally was like, this is the weirdest shit can I cuss on here? I was like, this is the weirdest shit I've actually ever seen in my life.
No, I think it's because he got super insecure because when he was walking into the bar, he turns around and he sees that Conrad and Belly are having a moment.
Yeah.
And I'm like, every time there has been an opportunity for Belly and Conrad to gravitate towards each other like they naturally do, you have to ruin it.
Yeah.
And he always does. And I'm like, here you go again. Just being Jeremiah.
Go be with your chocolate cake, bro. Literally.
That part.
Oh my gosh, we're family now. It's like, okay.
I'm gonna take care of her. I'm like, no, you're not.
No, you're not. You literally don't.
You're literally not. You're actually actively
destroying
not
her.
taking care of her.
Yeah. That's been the biggest thing that
Yeah.
has like been proven. Also, the fact that he's going to take this job with his dad and hasn't told Belly yet and is waiting until after they get married, and they're going to get married. She already said no to Paris, and he's going to go.
He's
they're
selfish.
not going to. Yeah.
It's so selfish.
He's so selfish.
It's also like, I don't know if it's Belly that he adores or if it's the fact that he doesn't want Conrad to be better than him in every
I
capacity.
think it's Conrad.
It's because of Conrad. That's like the whole
Yeah.
thing. It's like he
beef
just
with his
wants
dad.
to be like, she picked me and I have what you want because Conrad has always
Always
been better
had it.
than him
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
every aspect and he's always been
You
compared
see
to
it
him.
in their conversation
Yeah.
too when Jer's telling him about like he's taking the job and Conrad's like, no, you don't need him. Like you're better than that. You can go do something better. And he's like pissed about it.
Yeah, because he's like, I thought this was like cool, and like I thought like I had a kind of
leg
like
up.
a leg up on you,
Yeah.
and like I don't because you don't
Right.
even think it's cool. And now I'm just like,
Yeah. The other parallel is the whole flashback to when Belly and Conrad are on the phone, and she's like, I don't think my mom would care if my dad
This part really like
Yes,
agitated
but I
us.
know about this because I saw it on TikTok.
Yeah. So yeah, the part obviously in last season when Belly and Conrad are talking on the phone, she's like, I don't think my mom would care if my dad cheated on her because that's just like not the love they have. Laurel talks about how it was like steady, but their marriage was like never exciting, and that's why they got divorced. And so now, fast forward to Belly finds herself in the same scenario as her mom. She literally doesn't care that essentially they literally got engaged.
yeah,
Literally minutes after.
Yeah. So I think that parallel is like
It's so brilliant.
Crazy.
I think it's also like super intentional because I would have never
For
remembered
sure.
that.
I wouldn't have either.
And the minute that Conrad's like, who are you?
Yeah.
Like, why are you taking this? Why are you defending him?
Yeah.
Is everything.
yeah.
Chef's kiss.
Especially like after like, Adam cheating on Susanna and like them talking about like
Yes.
that too. Like they both know how they stand on cheating because of like what's happened and what they know.
Yeah.
Okay, also, I never so much just looked at another girl while I was with you. Oh. Killed me.
You guys, I can't. Like, I actually can't. Like, I can't even think about it. That scene literally made me physically nauseous.
I watched it like immediately after.
No, I was texting in this group chat, begging and pleading on my hands and knees for people to lock in and watch. I was rocking back and forth all morning. I drove around listening to Taylor Swift nonstop. I called Keaton in the morning. I said, you tell me when you're clicking play, I will pull up. And she was like, I have an event to go to. I can't. I was like, no, Keaton, please, somebody please watch this with me. Because I had no one. I sat there scrolling on TikTok and finding my people because I was losing my mind.
Yeah. Yeah, if you haven't clocked it, Sheila should be in a straitjacket.
No, literally, I'm like, please, somebody, please send help.
Literally rocking. This is
quite
cringiest moments. Let's get into.
Oh God, where
that
do
one.
we start?
Guys, what was that dance in front of
That-
Denise? And then them all
Both
doing
of
the
them.
grind
Both-
on me.
Both the girls and the guys dancing.
I was gonna say both were pretty
I can't lie
awkward.
though. Belly and Taylor and the girls kind of ate. Like that was kind of they kind of like.
They did not eat.
They're starving.
No,
they're starving.
They're starving. What do you mean?
I'm telling you right now, if you look at it, okay,
They are famished.
If they were like 14-year-olds and like just casually learning a dance, it was
But they're not.
horrible.
But they're
But
not.
She's getting married in 2 days, and you're learning a dance routine.
Girl, grow up.
Figure out who you want to marry first.
To do that.
But I'm saying, like, that was not cute. That
No.
was not giving. That was giving terrible. That was not okay.
No, it was not giving.
Listen, I'm
Also,
just trying to.
We
defend-
only have so many minutes in an episode. Why was 10 of them
35
spent doing that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did they cut another scene and like need something filled? Like I just didn't know.
I just felt that way.
It
Yeah.
felt like filler though, which is weird. Like the first couple episodes in the season just felt slow. I was like, what am I watching?
But there's
I just
also
had a
11
thought.
episodes versus like 8, right?
Well, yes.
Is next week the finale?
No.
No,
We have 4 more episodes.
no, we haven't. We're watching the finale together.
Yes.
Thank you.
I literally have it in my calendar.
I have chills all over my arms right now thinking that was the end.
Is there any more cringe moments before we get into this?
Wait,
Because
yeah, I have
Literally
one more.
Jer all the time.
Natasha sends us a screenshot. It's like anytime Jeremiah's on the screen.
One of mine that still kind of makes me like, ooh, I hate this. This is so cringy. The scene when Belly goes like this.
I know.
And tells them, we're getting married. It still to this day, it sends shivers down my spine. I mean, that was just to me so cringy with Conrad sitting there, the whole family then collectively just being like,
What?
The actual audacity to do that in front of Conrad without giving him fair warning. Like,
I hated
that's
it.
wild. I also will say, I know the whole internet already ripped him to shreds, but the cake thing and the cacao and the, like, Conrad was willing to actually compromise and find a solution, and somehow Jeremiah still can't.
But can I say that is like the writing that makes me so mad is like I wish that it was like real life problems. Like if they dove more into like work or him not communicating or someone that would something that would make him be like, oh, he's not the best partner. But like the chocolate cake is so crazy. Like it's just so out there to be that concerned about it. And it's like you're really just trying to put a wedge. But I wish it was more realistic. You know what I mean?
That's why I'm like excited for what's to come. I mean, also just like knowing Gavin, I'm excited for him to like actually be able to like have like an important moment. Like, you know, when he like confronts Conrad and like when they're having that, not just like him drunk or acting like a baby. Like I'm excited for that one as like Gavin's friend, but also like because like there needs to be some
There has to be.
back and forth pull. Like there needs to.
well, if they're supposed to be more mature now and they're growing up, it's like we need to have more mature conversations. That's why I was like, finally, when Conrad's speaking, like, thank you, let's have some communication. But like in the trailer, that scene of Conrad and Jer, like, I need that.
Oh, the punching one?
The punching.
I
Like, I
need
need
it.
that. Like,
I
need that.
need
Like,
it.
it's just, I don't like that tiptoeing around. Like, let's just get it out there.
Yeah.
Like right now, I need that confrontation
But
in that
also,
moment.
like, I think it's so weird to me too, being that there was a time jump. Why hasn't that already been discussed? Do you know what I mean? Because like, I don't know. Obviously I want to see it, but I think like, oh, you've been with this person for 4 years. Like you would think that they would have kind of like maybe already talked about it, but it's so like passive right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like I could have had like more, like, ironically, more Belly and Jer in the first few episodes of seeing like flashbacks of their relationships.
I
and
agree.
not
The good parts.
Lucinda and
Agree.
Because we really, what was that?
I'm hoping that like circles back something with her hair.
Something has to
No,
happen
I literally
there.
wrote down like get Taylor's mom off of the
Wait,
television.
why is she so? Why is she everywhere? I'm so confused.
She has to play some significant role that like this.
No,
is
I'm
all-
sure
She
she
gets
does not.
Steven and Taylor get back together, but to give her that much time, I'm like,
I mean, I'm very confused. Like it's not for
Also,
me.
why are all the parents like kind of crazy? Like, there's not one normal parent on the show, I feel like.
I kind of do feel for Laurel. I think I'd be exactly like her if I lost my best friend and my daughter was like getting engaged to the guy that she doesn't love, and I knew it deep down.
yeah, I guess. Also, do you want to hear something crazy? The guy who plays Belly's dad, what's his name in the show? John?
Yeah,
Is that his
maybe.
name?
I don't know.
He's the Maytag man.
Wait,
What's Maytag?
The company, the washer and dryer with the hat.
Oh.
I ruined the show for you. Just
No,
so you know.
I'll
Wait,
never
Taylor,
unsee it. I'll
Taylor
never unsee
ruined
it.
it for me. And please look up Maytag man.
So weak.
Taylor ruined it for me. So
Okay.
Oh my god.
you know
He
like,
is. He has a turkey in his lap.
No.
do you remember those commercials?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. I would have
Okay,
never
I would have
known that.
never
Wait, how
put
did
that
Taylor
together.
know?
He's watching it. He goes, "That guy looks familiar." And he looks it up. He was like, "I knew it. He's the Maytag man." I was like, "What are you talking about right
In
now?"
what world would I ever
crying.
be like, that's the man?
Yeah, you're like, I knew it was Belly's father. I recognized you.
Insane lore.
I am thinking, I forgot about this. This is actually one of the cringiest things that ever happened was the second that Jeremiah's sitting in front of Laurel and with Belly and he's like, you know, you've always wanted to have me as a son-in-law. Actually, shut up.
Yeah.
Like, what was that?
Yeah.
She blacked out.
Yeah, that was bad. My inner monologue is like going crazy right now. The demons. Every time Sheila talks, I'm like this. It's like,
All the
like
things
around
are
me.
like, she's like, I can't say that.
The math equation's going on in my brain.
It's literally that meme where there's like everything around you. That's it.
I chose Function because it's the only health platform that gives you access to the kind of data most people never see and the insights to actually take action. Inside Function, you can test over 160 biomarkers from heart and hormones to toxins, inflammation, and stress. You can also access multi-region MRI and CT scans all tracked in one secure place over time. It's an enhanced view of what's happening inside your body. That's why top health leaders are all behind Function. Obviously, me having a nursing background, I am so for us taking our health really into our own hands before it's too late. So many times we don't test our blood because when we do it on our own, it could cost over $10,000. And that's why I love Function, because for just $4.99 a year, that's $1.37 per day, you're getting cutting edge health insights. I believe it's so important for us to really know what's going on inside of our body before it's too late, because so often we are only checking what's going on inside of our body when we're sick at the doctor's, if we get admitted into the hospital for something, truly when it's too late. And that's why taking your health into your own hands is so important. And Function makes it so easy. Lab visits are fast and convenient at over 2,000 locations across the US. All of the results are tracked over time in one secure place so that you can see how your health evolves over time. And insights come from top doctors based on your unique results. When I tell you guys that I am such a huge fan of Function, I am not exaggerating at all, to the point where I am a member of Function. I recently signed up and I got my blood drawn. It has been such an easy process. The sign up process was so simple. You sign up and scheduling is truly so easy. You type in your zip code and they show you the nearest locations by you and provide you with all of the instructions to prep for your draw. I recently went in and got 2 draws done, and when I tell you, it was so quick and simple, I am not exaggerating at all. Like, even if you want to do it, but you're scared of the draw process, I promise you, it is so quick and easy. You will be so thankful that you did it. And Function truly makes it so simple. Their website is so user-friendly. They keep it all in one place, and they really explain to you how to prep for your draw so that there's no questioning or you don't get nervous about if you're doing the right things or what to do to prep. I even had to reschedule a couple times just because work and life came up, and they made that so simple. Seeing your results is super simple, and it's something that I have enjoyed reading because they show you your results that are in range and your results are out of range, what might be causing it, and what symptoms you may be experiencing. A few days ago, my clinician note was finally in, and they really break down all of my different labs. They talked about the strengths of my labs, what was looking good, but they also dove into the specifics of what labs were out of range and what imbalances my body might be having and how to kind of work on those and help improve them. Something that I think is really cool is Function puts into place your action plan where they break down different foods and supplements that you should be eating or taking based off of what your draw showed. When it comes to foods, they show you which foods you should be taking to help improve your biomarkers, but they also show you foods that you should be trying to limit as well. And the same goes for supplements. They break down your top 5 supplements that you should start incorporating into your everyday routine. And what's really cool about Function is they don't push these supplements or pharmaceuticals because it's truly just powerful, unbiased health data designed to help you own your health. So you know they are not recommending you products to make money off of you buying those products. It is really just unbiased health data. I so encourage everyone to do this. If you're interested at all, please look into Function. They are truly paving the way for how we manage our own health. You can learn more by using my link. The first 1,000 get a $100 credit toward their membership. You can visit www.functionhealth.com/thesqueeze or use gift code thesqueeze100 at sign up to own your health.
Okay, I want to get into like predictions, Easter eggs that we think are for things to come. I think one of the bigger things that I'm noticing and slightly scared about is in the trailer, there's only like 3 or 4 scenes that we like haven't seen. Mm-hmm. And I'm scared they're all going to be in the episode that we're going to, like episode 8. I'm scared they're all going to be in that. So 9, 10, 11, we literally like are watching blind. Because it's, I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget. It's Belly and Jared talking on the bed where she's like, he doesn't matter. It's just me, you and me. Ugh. Taylor confronting Conrad like on the porch. Jared punching Conrad, and then Belly walking with like the golden light. That's all that's left.
I still feel like that's a dream for some reason.
I don't think that's real, or else why would it be lit like that unless it like starts raining? Like,
isn't she supposed to also go to Paris at some point? Like, were they not spotted filming there?
Well, yeah, they were. Well, yeah.
Well, okay, so speaking of they were spotted filming in Paris, because the whole show I've been basically thinking like, okay, when are they getting to Paris? Like they have to go to Paris together
at some point.
And the song that she sings as a little girl when she's in the mirror is about being in Paris.
Yeah.
And I think that...
Is it Bye Bye Birdie? That one, that I Love You Conrad?
Yes, and it's I Love You Conrad, Bye Bye Birdie. And I am sensing that that'll probably be played because that scene was so long of her singing Bye Bye Birdie in the mirror that I just was like, this can't be like just accident. Randomly thrown in there. This has to be something. So I'm like hoping that draws back into the Paris situation. So like my prediction is like, there's no wedding. I think no one's getting married. I need her to go to Paris with Conrad
or by herself and leave him alone.
Or go on her own.
And then Jeremiah's literally going to get checked into a psych ward. Because what do you do if your bride leaves?
She needs to get checked into a psych ward, respectfully.
No, but if she's in Paris...
I can't go.
Do you get it? Like, if Jeremiah actually does lose Belly to Conrad, what happens for the remainder of their lives?
You already lost. You were never the one.
I think she's going to go to Paris. She's not going to be with anyone. I think Jer is probably going to end up with Redbird. That's what everyone is thinking.
I think so
Who's
too.
Redbird?
Redbird, the buddy. Who the hell is that? He's the roommate.
Fat guy.
Yeah, the roommate.
He's actually really sweet. I met him.
I know. You're talking. No, guys. Who is that?
the stash.
the one that says
wait,
in the
wait,
scene in the bar.
she's gonna end up with a wait, no, the guy.
When they're around the pool, Annika is like asking around, and Belly's like, the one guy is Jer's ex, and Redbird has dibs.
Yes.
So
No, wait, like what's
Also-
going on? I did not think that was happening.
What? Wait, say it again.
I'm literally like not well anymore. Actually, I'm reaching that point.
Belly,
I'm gonna throw up.
Belly says when Annika's like, I need to make out with someone like who's single, and Belly says, someone says, "What? I'm forgetting his name," and Belly's like,
His name is Redbird.
Tanner is Redbird. Yes.
Tanner. I don't know what his actual name is. In the
They
show,
don't
I
ever
forget.
say his real name. They just call him Redbird.
Okay.
So she says that
She wants to make out with someone.
yes, and then Belly goes. They say, "What about Joe?" I'm forgetting his name.
Okay.
And Belly's like, "Well, no, Joe is Jer's ex, and Redbird has dibs on him."
But who's
Yes.
Joe?
It's one of the guys,
the
that are
other
in
guys at the
one of the bachelor guys.
party.
Okay.
That's what people think. That's what the internet thinks, is that Jer and Redbird end up together because Redbird pulls Jer
Period,
away
as
from
they
Belly.
should.
He could end up with
goes-
someone that's not Belly.
Yeah.
And it might just be one of his groomsmen.
Yeah.
And period.
And I sure hope so.
They both end up with his groomsmen.
No, like the only way that
That's so true.
the only way Belly could end up with Conrad is if Jared dies.
I don't want them to
Who
end
said
up-
that?
Wait, what did you say? What did you
The
say?
only way Belly can be with Conrad is if Jared dies.
I was for that.
Wait, who said that?
Who was it? The other Easter egg, which I thought I was going crazy, and then you guys sent it in the group chat, and I was like, okay, great, I'm not going crazy, is the red flowers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Episode
Yeah.
6, there's only one,
Yes.
and then last there was like,
They're growing.
Yeah.
That is attention to
growing.
detail. Jenny Han, I
they're
could
not
kiss her on the
growing.
forehead.
They are
Seriously.
growing on the corner.
Yes. Just
I thought there
on
was
the
only
corner.
one.
There
No,
was,
there was
and
2
now there's
episodes
more.
more.
Last there's one.
no,
No,
there's more.
There's
Last episode,
literally
there's
3. Girl, check your memes.
Wait, I thought she said there was one.
No,
I
a
thought
couple
okay.
episodes
TikTok
ago.
information was wrong.
A couple
No,
episodes
look,
ago, there was
one. Then there's 2. Now there's 3, 4, 5.
There's
Like,
one.
they're
Couple.
just sprouting up in the corner.
I
Okay,
sent
okay,
something,
okay.
and we'll find it. We'll find it.
Yeah, they're sprouting.
But the only thing that I like really, that's my only like prediction. Well, I have one more prediction, but it's more so on another realm. But I just like really, really, really hope we get like at least half an episode or a full episode. We won't get a full one, so I'll be realistic, of just like Belly and Conrad like being in love. Like if they skip off into the sunset, I'm gonna be pissed. Like I need them like making out in love.
Yeah, no,
No,
I
yeah.
need
I need
that
that
desperately
connection.
because
I need the fast forward.
especially for the Conrad girls. Like I've been
Hurting.
fighting for my life this season, and like in my head, like after what she did to him in the last episode, being like, "You will never be." I can't even repeat it. I'm not even repeating it because it's actually that's sacrilegious, but. The way that she was speaking to him, in my head, I'm like this, Conrad, please don't give up. Like, please keep
please.
going.
Oh my
Like,
gosh.
Please keep going. Like, I know you want to give up. I know that took a lot for you to speak up and say your mind, but I'm like, for the future, please keep going. Like, I need you guys
comforting
to
himself. I'm gonna lose my mind.
physically hugging himself.
Physically, like sitting there in Susanna's spot because
gonna
no
throw up.
one's there to comfort him. Belly, watch your back.
Belly, count your days.
Literally count your days.
Also, I am team give Belly more gummies. Seriously.
Yes.
Wake
her
the
up.
gummies.
Yeah.
The gummies have given me like a new love for Belly because I'm like, hello, this is giving you clarity.
It is feeling
Someone
like she's
spike
snapping
her.
back into reality though. It's like
Someone
there was
just
a
spike her.
moment. There was a moment that I did adore Belly. Like I didn't hate her like this.
Yeah.
But this season,
That's Taylor's biggest problem because he hasn't watched. I think he watched like kind of the finale with us, and he's watched like a couple episodes like here and there kind of with us, but he's never watched it. He's the only person I
full.
can watch it with, which is annoying. And he's like, I've already committed 4 episodes. I'm not stopping now. So I've tried removing him from the equation. Love you, babe. But he's like, how do you root for anyone? And I'm like, you just do because you've been watching it, but it's frustrating. But like, it's just so messy.
Yeah.
I can't root for anyone respectfully moving
Yeah.
forward. I told this to Sheila in the car. They have made, besides Conrad, they have made everyone so unlikable. Like when she's crying on the beach, I actually don't feel bad. I'm like, you deserve this. I'm sorry. Like maybe that's an unpopular opinion, but when you do all of these things and you need to sit with the consequences that you've reaped. And I just really think that if you're gonna sleep with Jer and what all this stuff, but then you have every opportunity to be like, you're right, I need to figure this out, or like whatever. And she's looking at Conrad going, he's the only one that's ever loved me like this. I'm like, babe, he cheated on you.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, then go be with him.
Yeah,
Problem
I
solved.
agree.
I don't root for her.
No, it's really interesting because a lot of people are also mad at Conrad right now because why wait so long to come forward and say all this? But then you really start to get into the details of like, he only stepped forward and opened his mouth because he found out that Jer cheated, and he
So valid.
let Jeremiah and Belly be happy because he believed that the only person that could love her the way that she deserved is Jeremiah. He trusted her. And then he comes to find out that all of his time that he's been sitting back, letting the love of his life be with someone else, be happier per se, is like false. Of course he's going to jump forward. Like I would too. I'd be like right there. It's
so,
on
like,
site.
protective
I
of
also
her.
feel like for Belly too, like in her scenario, like I'm over her like falling on the ground, like squealing. But at the same time, I think it's really difficult for her because if you actually think about, she spent 4 years, and I don't think she's faking it with Jared. Like she actually thinks that she wants to be with him, but she knows deep down that's not what she wants. So now she has to come to terms with the fact that like she chose to be with Jer knowing she could have just like communicated with Conrad and gotten back with him. And so for him to be like, I love you, be with me, she's rejecting it because she's like, this is making me realize like I've genuinely messed up my whole life and I could have made better decisions. And that's why she's upset. Like she's rejecting it because she's like, this is what I wanted. And I could have had what I wanted this whole time and chose not to. And so now my life is just messed up.
The book monologue is so eye-opening when she says, I cried for Conrad and then I cried for myself.
Yeah.
And then, you know, in this life, you can't always have things the way that you want them, essentially. And I find that so helpful because when she does cry there, I'm like, why are you being dramatic? But then you hear the thoughts behind it and I'm like, because we didn't see those 4 years.
She literally has been waiting for Conrad to say exactly that. Like the fact that he never even told her he loved her while they were together. And then he says it in that moment. Of course, she's like, why are you saying this now? Like, I needed this 4 years ago because like I've been secretly holding on to this. And you're going to say it now when I've already messed my whole life up by being with your brother. Like, of course, she's like upset. So I'm like, in that way, I actually do feel for her. And it's frustrating that Conrad says in that moment, but like what other moment was he going to say it? Like he never,
and he was holding it until he
was
found
holding
out
it
that
until
Jer
he found
wasn't
out.
actually like
Yeah.
he needed to protect
faithful.
her.
Yeah.
I just want him to stick Jer's head in the toilet.
I did
though,
too.
when he
I was
vomiting.
vomiting.
Yeah,
I
me
was
too.
like, just, when he slammed that door open and he goes, Jer, I was like,
When the wheels are turning and he's hearing it, I was like, hee hee, thank God, thank God.
Yeah.
Yes, Tosh.
I just don't understand how when she is saying all those things to him, which like all your points are valid, I get confused when I'm like, how do you still defend his behavior? Because just like what Conrad said, like he never looked at a girl. His mom died. You have to understand like his grieving process. And yes, I don't think he was ever like a terrible, awful person to you. He just couldn't be like your boyfriend at the time, which is why I was like, go for Jer. Like if he's kind and he loves you and whatever. But it's not like he did awful things.
Yeah.
So then when Jeremiah is like out being a fool and cheating on you and all this stuff, I'm like, how are you literally going to tell Conrad that he's done far worse than Jeremiah has? I don't get
well,
that.
that's what we were talking about. It's because of I think she says it because of the depth of love that she has for them.
Sure, that makes
like,
sense.
She doesn't, the love that her and Conrad have is like
that would hurt her way more than because she doesn't care as much about Jerry.
It's like that quote that's like, we accept the love we think we deserve. Like that's
I literally said that last episode
You
talking about
did?
something else that's so funny.
Wait, weird. Yeah, no, that is that. Like that is genuinely, I genuinely think it's like, it's bad, but it's like the definition of settling. That's just not what she wants. And she knows that deep down, but she's never gotten any of that feedback or like communication from Conrad.
She's also so stubborn. She is
that's what I'm saying.
She is Laurel's daughter. And Laurel did the same thing and she's going to do.
Yeah.
That's why Laurel's like also so
She
upset.
needs to put her pride aside and be like, I messed up. This is going to suck, but like I need to choose Conrad.
So let me pose this thought because I don't understand logistically. I know it's like a book and a TV show, but In reality, if you've been dating someone for 4 years and then you break off your engagement and you go be with their brother, is there a relationship with the brothers anymore? Like, surely not to me. That's bonkers.
Well, that's why I think there is a time jump again.
Yeah.
To Paris, like years have gone by. So
Right.
I'm assuming that's.
I think there has to be a time jump. And I also think that when Conrad was like, why are you getting married? Like, why are you
can't you
doing
move
this?
in
Like, why
together?
can't you move in together? Why can't you just date? I think that's like what he wants. Like, I don't think he's like, marry me, choose me. I think he's just like, be with me and like, let's try and like rekindle what we had. And like, if they do get together, it'll be something like that where it's like they've actually been dating. And like, I don't see how you could have a relationship, but I did just read a book recently that was like very similar with the brothers, and it worked out, and they have a cordial relationship because the other person moved on, and found someone that
And
they were
that
like,
would
this
make
is my
sense.
person.
Why
And
we
if
need
he ends up with
Redbird to
Redbird.
step up and come to the front. Redbird, come on.
yeah,
Maybe
that's
there's
what's happening.
like foreshadowing with like bye bye birdie, Redbird. He's
Hopefully.
Jeremiah's. Red is love. He's
Yes.
Jeremiah's.
No, we're getting Zodiac
whatever
killer.
is, you know those memes that are like, whatever's wrong with you, I like it.
Yeah,
Like, yes.
literally that. Yeah. My last prediction, and I really hope it's true, but we'll see. If Taylor, actually, I have two before I say this one. I am curious. The whole people thinking that Taylor's pregnant. I don't know if that's true, but Jenny did post BTS photos, and I don't know if it's Rain or like, I don't know if it's like from in the scene or if it's just like Rain herself. Rain is dressed as Taylor on set. Like, that looks like they're like mid scene, and she's holding a ginger ale. And Jenny posted a BTS photo of her holding the ginger ale, like when those rumors started swirling. So I don't know if it was Taylor drinking a ginger ale or Rain drinking a ginger ale.
Sure.
Yeah. So
That's good eyes.
I'm just
You're
like
going to put that
keeping it
out
like
there.
this, because I feel like that would just like get there. That would really just like be a lot. But then I'm also like, why are we building up the storyline so much if we're not going to do anything with the other characters?
With Denise.
But my only other prediction, depending on when Taylor Swift releases a single from her album, is that whatever song that is going to be in the last episode.
Yes.
that's
I've heard
crazy.
Someone would have to
If she
resuscitate
releases
me.
a single, it will be on the last
Lola
episode.
did an interview that she basically was like, there's a song that Jenny had to fight very, very
Yes.
hard for, and we haven't seen it yet. We haven't seen the scene or the song. So I am interested to see like what that is.
Yeah.
Also, really quickly, where are the letters?
Oh, yeah,
I don't
Susanna's
know.
letters. Also,
They're about, well, book-wise, they're about to happen.
Okay, because I am like, I'm waiting.
Yeah.
I'm waiting on the letters.
I think it's this next episode.
Okay.
Because I think it's in the book. I don't know if he punches him and then reads it, or because Conrad goes to find, I don't want to say.
Yeah,
no.
don't
But
say
here's. Can I say my theory? Because did anyone else see the things about the letters getting swapped? Like they fell, maybe. And I'm curious if that does come to fruition.
No, I didn't see that.
I didn't see
I
that.
just remember that in season 2, Susanna wrote letters, and I know, like, based off of the book, what's in them. So I've been kind of waiting all season for like, when do the letters come into play, and like when will they be to us? But we'll get them.
It's when the Laurel like reaches over Susanna and like takes her tray and like fights with her. They fall.
I think they get messed up, and I think there's some form of a wedding happening because then they wouldn't be reading.
I think that the letters are given.
So I think they give the letters, and then it's like a thing.
That's my prediction.
Susanna
as well.
probably says, "Oh, I hope you support Conrad and Bentley for the rest of your
No,
life."
Yeah, there's something in there.
Yeah, that has to happen. I feel like that would be, honestly, I feel like that would be the only thing that could make
I agree.
Jeremiah
step
and
back.
Conrad be like, our mom literally said that. Like, I don't know. There's just nothing else.
Yeah.
that
I think
could.
Belly too. I think if she knew.
They
but
all, because she
And Laurel's
yeah.
Laurel knows.
There is
Laurel,
many
Team
times
Conrad OG.
They're like, I wish Susanna was here. Like Susanna would know what to say, or
Yeah.
like they call back to that a lot.
Yeah. That's why I'm like, I'm like, where are they? Give me the letters.
So going into this episode tonight, if you're watching this before, we're sending you love and prayers, because we will also need the love and prayers.
I'll be on a stretcher.
Yeah.
Seriously, call the cops.
Wrap Sheila up in her straight
actually.
jacket. Okay, you guys wrote in, and we have a few relationship questions that you guys needed advice on. And so we are here to give that to you. Okay, the first one that I have is, I feel like this is actually like somewhat along the lines of the show, but my relationship is really healthy. This is the first healthy relationship I've had. I love my partner, but sometimes it feels boring. Any advice?
I don't have advice because I left my boring partner.
We're also all at different stages and phases of the dating wheel. So I feel like we all have
That monotonous feeling is very relatable, though. I think I've heard a lot of advice about how love is like you have to choose love and you have to choose what you have to set things up. I think it comes down to compromise, maybe communicating with your partner that you'd like to excite your life a little bit more.
I mean, I don't think boring is bad. I also think if this person, it's like their first healthy relationship, like sometimes it's uncomfortable to have change. And if you have grown up in like an unstable environment or you've always been in a relationship that is unstable, once you have like stillness, you don't really know what to do with it. So that can be a struggle. But I also feel like you're saying, Sheila, like if you just communicate that to your partner a little bit, and I don't know what you would want to excite things, but like if it's negative, it's not necessary. Like you're good.
Yeah. I even feel like it's just like putting in effort.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that, like if it feels at a lull, like obviously relationships like ebb and flow, and we've both been like relationships for a long time, and it definitely like, I think it would be bad if it's constantly like up, like it has to go down. And I think if you're just like putting in the effort to like make sure like you go on a date night or like do put in some effort, or like, Taylor will come home sometimes with flowers for me. Like that, like putting in something like that is like putting an effort and not just like just coexisting with the person.
Yeah, Natasha used to tell me too when I was in this relationship that I used to be super vibrant before, and it's different though if your relationship is starting to pull the color away from you. Like I started to kind of gray out a little bit. So boring is an interesting adjective because it's like, are you becoming a version of yourself that is less excited about life, or is it just because you're so safe, like Keaton said?
Yeah.
Like, those are the things to like consider.
And like if it's boring, it's like your partner doesn't know to change that unless you tell them. Like you literally have to be communicative. If you want them to do things for you, you want them to change things, like literally how would they know unless you said it? So like,
100%.
Just say that.
Yeah, you can't expect them to like read your mind. That was the biggest thing my therapist told me once. He was like, Taylor can't read your mind, so you need to like tell him. And I was like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right. Okay, next one is my partner and I do not fight well. What are the beginning steps to try and change this?
Fight well? What do you mean?
I have like volatile fighting. Go ahead.
Oh, volatile fighting? What does that mean?
Like
they don't fight where they're very argumentative or like
they don't resolve it maybe?
I've had experience with this because Bradley and I, when we first started dating, we have very different communication styles. So like if we get in a disagreement or like something bugs us, I'm someone like I need a little bit of space, and I just need, even if it's like 10 minutes, I need to calm myself down. I need to like prepare myself mentally to go into a conversation where I'm going to actually express how I feel in a kind, gracious way. And he wants to hash it out. Like he cannot leave the room with one of us feeling bad, like never go to sleep, one of us angry. Like that's not how he operates. So there was just this back and forth where like it ended up making things a lot worse. And I think after, several times of like realizing that, then we were able to go, okay, so you operate this way and I operate this way. How can we come to a compromise in this moment? Can I have 5 minutes to myself instead of having a whole hour alone? Yeah. Like he doesn't want me to walk away, but sometimes I don't want to talk. And so I think it really is just about balance and figuring out how you communicate and understanding also why that person is speaking the way that they are, or like the reason they want to communicate in that way,
Yeah.
That's such good advice.
Yeah, knowing how you react in conflict and how your partner reacts in conflict, because Taylor's the same way. He like wants to talk about it right now.
That's me.
And like in
that's
the beginning,
literally me. She knows this.
I would almost like feel attacked because I had never been in a relationship where we even like talked like if there was a disagreement before. And so Taylor would like bring it up to me and I would like literally like start to panic and like be like, oh my gosh, the world's ending, we're breaking up. And like then my mind, like I couldn't even like think straight. So after I learned that like the house isn't burning down, Taylor's literally just asking me a question. Like this is how he communicates. Like he's not like when he says it, he's not being aggressive in any way. But to me, the first time I was like, oh my gosh. But Now I'm like, no, this is actually just like how he talks, like how he communicates when there's a disagreement. And now I know that. And so when we do disagree, I like don't like freak out and like pull all the alarm bells in my head.
Sometimes I feel like the way that you argue or the way that you communicate in conflict ends up being like the bigger problem than the issue at hand. Like it could be so small and minute, but if you guys aren't on the same page of, hey, I need this in a conversation and I need this, then it blows up and it can go on for so much longer. So I feel like just being honest and saying, hey, this is how I operate. This is how you operate. How can we come to, you know, a middle ground, or just having that understanding of like, I'm not trying to attack you. I'm not leaving because I'm avoiding. I just like need a minute, or hey, I don't like this unsettling feeling, or whatever it is for, you know, your couple.
My college roommates and I, this is a little different, but some of us were more sensitive. I'm talking about myself. But when being approached with like confrontation or a difficult conversation, so we picked a word that we would say before. So we selected sponge. And so we would just say like sponge, which is like a sign of like, I love you. I'm about to say something. So can you just like kind of prepare yourself a little bit?
Yeah.
Do you mind doing your dishes more often? Like you're leaving them out, or like whatever you're going to say, just kind of like give them a little fair warning, because I'm coming from a place of love and I just want you to know that. And this is going to be tough. And it worked for us really well.
Yeah. This next one is, I sometimes doubt my partner's feelings even though they love me. How do I stop overthinking? I think this one is like a huge, like if you are feeling this way, and you know, sometimes it is like your partner actually isn't giving you enough, but then sometimes I think it is how we're projecting how we feel about ourselves onto our partner, and we're saying that they're not loving us enough, but really it's like how you're viewing yourself. So I think really working on like self-love, if it is actually the case, would really help.
Yeah, I was gonna say therapy, and like not in a funny way, like in a legit, like that's something that like you have to internally work on. And sometimes you can't do that just within yourself, and your partner can't always like help you change your mindset. Like they can't do all of that work for you. And therapy is like one of the best tools you can obviously do to like kind of learn how to like not project those feelings onto them, or if they're not giving you what they need, for example, and like it's not obviously like just internal, it's more so working on like what can you do in that scenario? What can I control if this is out of my control, kind of.
Therapy genuinely changed my life.
We love therapy.
Something that I love is always finding out what people's love languages are, because that is such a key bit of information to, again, how someone receives love and how you can give it. And in my family, obviously I've known them for so long, but it took me even a while, and things change with like different family members express their love differently and receive it. So like I know my dad really loves quality time. So like I could give him a gift, I could give him a card, but if I'm like spending the whole day with him, that means so much. I know that he'll go like, Natasha loves me, Natasha cares about me. And when you're with a partner, it's the same thing. If you know like, hey, you telling me you love me and you care about me, that means more than you doing the dishes or something like that. That's also a really key part to express and also uncover like when you are in a relationship, because then your partner can go, okay, I know this would mean a lot more, because they might think that they're doing something on their end that's super caring. Like, oh, well, I picked up groceries or I cleaned the house, but maybe your partner's going, okay, well, I just wish that we spent like an hour on the couch together. That would mean more to me, you know? So I love love languages.
That was going to be my next question, is me and my partner both have very different love language. How do we make sure that we're both feeling valued? I think, once you learn, I think it's one thing to learn what your partner's love language is, but also like trying to like do it, I feel like can be hard. Like intentionally trying to do it, because I still like, my love language is like acts of service. Like even just like if Taylor picks up a vacuum and starts vacuuming, he started vacuuming the other day and I walked out and I was like, what's going on? Like I thought the vacuum turned on by itself. But like I was like so excited. Like it's like things like that make me happy. But like, you know, Taylor's this physical touch and making sure that I'm like intentionally like taking a moment to like hug him, to sit with him, like just put my hand on his leg, and like having to like train your brain to like think about it. Like, because I like, you know, I clean the house all the time. I'm like showing love, but that's not, Taylor doesn't view that as exactly. So trying to like learning it is one thing. You then have to be like cognizant that you're like doing it.
Yeah, 100%. Mine is words of affirmation. So sometimes like I'm like the most vocal person ever. You know, I am with Brandon. Like I'll literally be like, words, I need words.
Yeah.
I need words. Like if I get dressed up and I'm going somewhere and like in 5 seconds, like I haven't heard like you're so beautiful, you're amazing. I'm like, where are my words? Like I'm waiting on my words. Like I'm sorry. Like that's what I want to hear. So like he obviously has gotten so, and he's like the least like that.
Yeah.
So it's funny because I feel like you always kind of end up with someone you have like
Absolutely.
opposite
Yeah,
love
you
languages
do.
and communication styles. So it's funny because he is like not like that. He doesn't like confrontation. Not that that's confrontation, but he just doesn't like to vocalize things. It's very hard for him. So like I have to. Like I will literally remind him and he has to do the same for me. Like his love language is quality time, which is hilarious because I love to be alone. So
Yes.
I'm like, it's very funny because I have to then be very intentional about like, okay, it would like make him very happy if like tonight when he got home from work, I already picked a show for us to watch and I like know what I'm making for dinner and I'm doing this. Like it's very important. Like I will like even with friends, like I'll be like, I have to do this. I have to take the time because like he's been gone. We haven't had any quality time. And like, that's the most important thing to him. So like, just prioritizing that.
No, you're really good at that.
No, I'm really good at staying at home.
No, yeah.
You're like, I'm really good at it.
Yeah, I love quality time. I love to stay at my house.
I love it. Well, thanks, ladies, for this catch up that we very, 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 very much needed. If we missed any Easter eggs or parallels or predictions, let us know. You can leave a comment if you're watching this on YouTube, or go onto YouTube and leave a comment, or go to our Instagram. But thanks to our experts for chiming in, and we'll see you guys at the finale.
Like, honestly, I think we need to be referred to as patients.
Yay! Patience. LOL.